Well, thank you for your time, Ahmed. I would love to learn more about you and the history of your med spa, if you want to share a little bit with us.
Sure, yeah. So Perfectly Bare Laser, we've been in business for over 14 years, primarily as a laser hair removal business. But we've expanded in the last 4 years to be a full-blown, full-service med spa. And we pride ourselves to being the unpretentious med spa in the Tampa market.
I love it. And originally, I remember when we first spoke, there were some key initiatives and factors that led you to ultimately look at additional solutions in the market to improve that patient experience even further. What were some of those things that drove you to look at Nextech?
Yeah, so we looked at a couple different platforms. So primarily when we were a laser hair removal business, we had a product called DaySmart, which worked very well for us, but was a non-EHR platform. And so we had to, as we evolved and added things like hormone replacement therapy, weight loss management, and even some of the filler and dermal, we had to be a little bit more cognizant about the electronic health records, how we maintain them. So we started looking at platforms that allowed us to do so. And our initial segue into that didn't go as well as we wanted. So we were on a competitor platform for about a year, and it was very cumbersome. The entire experience was very painful for our staff. So we made a conscious decision, even though we invested a lot of money on the prior platform, was just to migrate away, cut our losses, and then we did a deeper dive into the different EHR platforms, and we ended up picking Nextech because of the value proposition they provided. And some of the key factors that we looked at was simplification, ease of use. I could not have one more staff member come to me and complain about how painful it was just to do basic functionality like scheduling people or checking out clients. So after careful consideration, we looked at Nextech. It provided pretty much a comprehensive solution of all the factors that we were looking for: ease of use, client notification. There was a patient portal that we liked. And so it was all about enhancing our client experience as well as the staff experience.
Great. And I think after doing a few deep dives, we both knew that there's going to be a great fit here. How would you describe the implementation and training process as well?
So I give immense hats off and kudos to Nextech for doing so. We went through a very painful migration initially with our prior platform. Nextech made it very simple for us, or as simple as could be, to transition over to their platform. It is a major undertaking. We had a lot of data from the prior platform that we had to export and utilize into the Nextech platform. But what was impressive was the training schedule and the implementation schedule that Nextech put out, plus the resources they bring to the table. What was most valuable was they actually sent someone on site for 3 days as we went live to help with ensuring there was no hiccups, fixing all the glitches or any shortcomings in how we laid out the platform. And so we were able to catch a lot of those things right up front in the first 3 days. That was actually very, very impressive, and it helped that they were in Tampa and we got a local resource to help us out with that. So the support has been immense. Even after we've cut over, we're still ongoing calls with the implementation team and the service management team about, hey, here are some of the things that we need to look at. There's a health map that it was kind of painful because we have a little bit of reds on there, but again, it was a great identification of issues and processes that we had to improve on our end, and Nextech helped us get there.
Great. And last question for you, if you were talking to another med spa or clinic that was looking at maybe making that switch, but not sure if they're quite ready to make that leap, what would be your advice to them?
My advice would be to them is, do your evaluation. Everyone has different needs, but from as a med spa owner, I looked at the value proposition Nextech brought to the table, the efficiency, the ease of use, and the capabilities. It was definitely worth the money that we spent here.